Hi, welcome to the Artist Space. So today on our show, we have an artist who started performing stand-ups and who now creates his own original characters and performing them in short films, which he writes, directs, edits, produces, and obviously acts in them. I'm Emilie, I'm your host, and the Artist Space is very proud to welcome today for the very first time on our show, Jean-Bernard.
Hello!
Hey!
Hi!
What's up?
Oh, not much, just chilling.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I'm really excited about this. It's
Me
gonna be
too.
fun. So, are you ready to start?
No, but let's go.
Bit nervous?
A little, but I'll survive.
You'll survive. You're good. You're gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, what's your real name?
Jean-Bernard, that's my real name.
You didn't take a stage name?
No, real name, no gimmicks. At least not yet.
Not yet. Perfect.
Yeah.
How many languages do you speak?
2.5, English, French, Spanish.
Spanish being the gap?
Yeah, Spanish half, maybe a third, maybe less.
What good memories do you keep from your childhood?
Going to Rome Fair.
Okay.
Yeah, eating their ducks.
What was so special about it?
They were delicious.
Okay. What about your grandparents? Where are they from?
St. Lambert, so
Okay.
South Shore. We're dirty South Shore people.
Okay.
South Shore of Montreal.
So, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Do you have any special anecdotes about them? Something funny that you remember about your grandparents? First of all, are they still alive?
On my father's side, who are actually from Haiti,
Okay.
they both died before I was born.
Okay, so you never met them.
Only my grandfather on my mother's side is still alive.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. He tells us about his dreams of the future, and they're pretty hilarious. Yeah. He said about me in the future, he sees me with no hair
Okay.
and directing movies. That's what he saw in his dream.
Well, that's good, except the hair part, but it's good. You'll be
Yeah.
directing movies.
Yeah.
Do you remember what were your interests as a kid?
I think I was interested in penguins.
Okay.
Yeah, I really was, yeah. I campaigned for saving penguins. I really did, I swear.
You did?
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's kind of strange now that I think about it.
I mean, you had a cause, and...
I had a cause. I'm like, what happened to me?
You're just...
Yeah, I just hold
Well,
out.
why penguins?
I don't know. I guess I identified with them. They were half black, half white, like me.
It's very interesting. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Like a panda.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like going to school when you were a kid?
Yes and no. I did like it, but I was the size of a full-grown adult
Okay.
by the time I was 11. So, I think
You are a tall man.
Yeah, a little bit. So that was a strange experience, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when we would play wrestling, I heard a lot of students. So.
Which elementary school did you go to?
Mount Bruno.
And afterwards, where did you go for high school?
I went to a school called Richelieu Valley, which no longer exists.
Okay. And did you like going to high school too? Like your teenage years, were they rough, like everybody else?
They were rough, like everybody else. We're all just kind of finding our way, I think, trying to find out who we are, trying not to bully too much or get bullied. And that's the
But
struggle.
was it a good time for you? I mean...
I wouldn't go back if you paid me.
I get that.
Yeah.
What did you want it to become when you were a kid?
Pilot.
A pilot, like a plane pilot?
I saw the movie Independence Day, and I thought it was real, and I wanted to be a pilot.
You thought it was real, but it's a very good movie.
It
It's
is.
one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Okay.
Kind of awkward question, but did you become what you wanted to become when you were a kid?
I did not. I did not. I think I'd rather pretend to be a pilot.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where acting comes in.
Well, there you go. Do you plan on leaving Montreal? Why did you decide to stay for now?
Fear. Fear of leaving home, leaving the shore. I think
Okay.
every artist or every person struggles with that, Could you make a better living somewhere else? I haven't left yet. I think that will be the natural progression of things now.
Okay, but
Yes.
would you like to leave?
Yes.
Yeah.
In theory, yes.
And where would you like to go?
New York.
Oh, New York
New York.
especially?
Yes.
It's a beautiful city.
Yes. It's a tough kind of town, but
Yeah. It's gorgeous.
yeah.
Did you go to university?
I did.
Where
I
did
went
you go?
to HEC Montreal.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So what did you do there?
I studied in business administration and I specialized in information technology.
That's nice.
It's okay.
Is that like a bachelor degree?
Bachelor degree. Yes.
Okay, okay. And how do you feel about being an artist? First of all, do you consider yourself an artist?
That's a large statement. No. But I guess we're in the artist space, so yes. How do I feel about it? It's a frightening thing, you know, to have to represent, you know, try and show people themselves as they really are. It's really hard. But, you know, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a real run at it. And if I fail, well, it's not for lack of trying.
Okay.
At least I hope.
At least you tried.
Yeah.
Do you think everyone has an artistic side? Can anyone be an artist?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyone can be, and not a lot of people have the guts
To do it.
And the persistence to do it over and over and over again. Some people consider someone like Robin Williams an absolute genius. I think that's true and it's not true. I think he just had the guts. He had the guts to be himself and the persistence to do it over and over and get the proper training and grind it out 4 or 5 comedy clubs a night.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
That kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What is your parents' opinion about being an actor?
Supportive.
And do you, I mean, I was going to say, do you care about their opinion, but when it's good?
Well, their opinion is good, so I care about it.
And if it wasn't good, will you still care?
It would be a little bit harder, I'm not going to lie. It would be a little bit harder, so I appreciate you need all the help you can get.
I know.
If you follow this life.
Would your life be a little bit different if they were not supporting you in this?
I think so. I don't think I would be as encouraged to take the kinds of chances that I have, artistically and financially.
Yeah, financially. What is your friend's opinion about you being an actor?
Overall, good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they find it funny, in a way. Yeah, I think overall the support has been very large.
Oh,
so I'm
good.
grateful for that.
That's
yes.
good. What are people's reaction when you tell them that you are an actor?
It's tough for me to tell them that I'm an actor because for a lot of people, if you're not on CTV, CBS, NBC, ABC, Fox, you don't exist in the acting world. So that's tough. I think overall they're like, okay, it takes them a while to process it. Okay. I think that's my answer to your question.
But do you care? Like, let's say you would say,
do I care?
But I mean, if you tell them, oh yeah, I'm an actor, and they have a weird reaction, do you care about their reaction? Or do you just like brush it off and be like?
I would like to say no, but that's not true. Yeah.
We always do care.
Yes, I would like to not care, but I do.
How did your acting career start?
I played a tree in an elementary school play. I was there to hide the lamp that was behind me, so I wore a green sweater, and I stood like this, and I blocked that lamp.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first acting. No, actually no, I was baby Jesus.
Oh,
yeah.
When you were a kid?
Yeah, when I was a kid. I was 21 days old.
They actually took a real baby from
Real baby.
Wow.
Yeah, freaked everybody out. That's
when
where
you
it started
to move. Hey,
yeah.
baby, this is life.
Yeah.
That's good.
Some people were upset that there was a black Jesus, but you know.
I mean, you're half black, half white, little tan.
Yeah.
That's funny. What you said that was your first acting experience, but what was your first acting job as a paid job?
Oh boy, I don't remember. I think there was a movie called Bum Rush.
Okay.
Bum Rush. It's a French-Canadian movie.
Okay.
Yes.
And
by the same director as Hochelaga. I don't know if that says anything to you.
Yeah. Yes. And you were what, an extra?
I was. It's called troisième rôle, so third role.
Third role. That's
good. I didn't talk. That was good. I died. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, if you watch it, don't be too sad.
Yeah, I got demolished by a machine gun. Yeah.
What the?
Yes.
Okay. We tend to act differently according to the people that we are with, like with your parents, with your friends, with your colleagues, and other actors. Do you agree?
Well, if I spoke to you as if you were my girlfriend, you would find it weird. If you spoke to me the way you would speak to a 5-year-old, you would find it weird. We switch so fast, and an actor's job is kind of to be aware of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like you said, we switch so fast. How can I say this? Which genre would be the real genre? Like, with who are you more like real?
Ideally, all of them, I guess, but it takes a while for me.
Yeah.
That's for some people to warm up to other people. So I guess people that have known me longer, people like my brother, I guess that would be closer to the real me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Rumor has it that actors always need to look good and fit. Do you agree?
Well, you gotta try. For every pound you are overweight, you should try to read a book. Sorry. That's offensive. Not really.
Not really. Okay.
You should try to look your best. Basically, always represent. Try to be your best self as often as you can, because you never know.
Okay.
You never know. Some people, they'll glance at you once and they kind of make a quick assessment about you.
Okay.
So try to look your best.
But
without going overboard.
Without going overboard. But I mean, at the same time, if the best for you is to be a little bit over what you're supposed to be, then that'd be it.
Yeah.
It's just as you being comfortable with yourself.
You
confident.
I try to be as confident as I can.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah.
And you looking fit helps, right?
It definitely helps. It does change. The way you look on the outside does feel the way you feel on the inside.
Mm.
So if you're taking good care of your body,
It
that's
shows.
going to show by the way that you just are.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like it. Do you have, like yourself, do you have any kind of diets or workout schedule?
Well, now I'm going through physiotherapy, so yes, I do have 2 hours of physiotherapy every day.
Every day?
6 days a week. Well, if I want to get better faster.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah.
But that's not, you have to go somewhere to do this?
The general hospital, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the rest I do at home.
Okay. And how do you tell yourself not to give up?
Over and over again. There's a guy who says, you know, you got to teach yourself to be the way you are. The way that Marines teach themselves to never give up. When we go through hell,
Okay.
sometimes by reaction we talk to ourselves, and often it's negative. So just be aware that what you're saying out loud is negative and change it to positive. So instead of saying, I can't do this, just say, never give up, keep going, we're almost there. If you teach yourself to do that habitually, you'll get over a lot of mountains that you probably had no business getting over.
That's a good trick.
Thanks.
Going with this, do you have any favorite inspirational quotes that goes along with this?
I guess, well, this would be mine that I
Okay.
want to share with the world. The hardest part about acting that I've found so far is not giving up.
Okay.
That's the hardest part.
And who like maybe in the acting world or not, who would be your biggest inspiration to not give up?
All kinds. I have an affinity towards Denzel Washington. I do, yeah. And we went to see him live at TIFF.
Okay.
Yeah, and he said something along the lines of, I think, it's great, it's easy to do things in front of people when you have coaches and teachers and people around and all that stuff, but it's what do you do when no one's looking? What do you do when nobody's watching? That's the real money in the bank.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, or that might have been Ray Lewis from the Baltimore Ravens, I'm not sure.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Do you think it is important to have a supportive community, like friends in the same domain, and friends who have the same passion as you? Why?
Yes, because in entertainment, the closest thing that you can have to a friend are other performers, other people in the business. Some of them are nice people, but they have their own agendas, and that's understandable. The closest thing you can have to a friend is another artist, and that can really understand what you're going through and can and should help each other out.
Yes.
Because together we have so much more to achieve as a collective group than as individuals.
I approve. There's success, there's enough success for everybody at one point, so why not help each other?
There it is.
How would you say, how would your life go if you wouldn't have those friends?
It would be a lot harder, trying to make it as a whatever, alone in a room, no friends, nobody to contact.
Nobody to help you.
Friends are the best friends, best gift that you can have, So it would be hard. It would be.
How does it feel when you think you've got the characters? So let's say you because you write your own stuff and you have original characters for your short films. How do you feel when you feel like you have the character?
I feel good. I always feel like I think a lot of actors feel this way, that it's never enough, that you can always do a little better.
Okay.
And that's a good reflection that you believe what you're doing is art. If you believe what you're doing is art, then you always try and go that extra mile
To make it
just a little bit better.
Okay.
But how does it feel? It feels good. Yeah, it's like riding a roller coaster.
Oh yes.
You have ups and downs, real excitement, but the danger is still it's not the actual danger that the real character is experiencing.
I know.
So that's fun.
And okay, so let's say when you really have the characters, how long could it take you to shake it off?
Not too long, a couple of minutes, sometimes a couple of days. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but you should do your best to try and hold on to them so that you never know when you can use them again.
Oh, that's good.
Recycling.
But how do you feel when they're still with you? Do you feel like you think like the character would think? Or act like the character would act?
Sometimes I think that, we do things and we're like, whoa, that wasn't me, that was the other character. Yeah, I think that does happen from time to time.
Okay.
Yes, and it's fun.
It's fun?
As long as you're aware that it's the other character speaking,
Okay.
then it's okay. If you're not aware, you can get into a little bit of trouble.
Which character was the harder for you to shake off or let go, or maybe the harder to put on to, like, to get to that character? Do you remember which character would be like?
Ooh, I guess once I played the devil.
Okay.
And I was surprised that was in me. I guess that was a real shock. It took a long time to get, and I'm still working on it. And
Okay.
that work process never stops. But I was kind of surprised at how cruel I could be. I think
Okay.
the oppressor is in all of us.
But you got it in, like it was inside of you that you kind of worked on it. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you have to work on your character.
And you were surprised. Oh,
No
yeah.
matter how
I would be
easily it
surprised
comes.
too for that character. I would be like, you need to tap into.
Tap into something.
Yeah.
Tap, tap, tap.
And when was that? Was that for?
That was a couple of years ago. That was for a short film.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Called
you,
The Handsome Devil.
so that was you. And did you have like a costume?
Yeah, I had a costume. A long coat, red eyes, top hat.
Interesting.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I want to do that
Okay.
now. Did you go to any acting schools or acting classes?
I did. I did something called RID. It was a workshop
Okay.
in Montreal, and I took private lessons at Concordia, and now I'm presently at Strayon Studios, which is in
Okay.
Montreal. So yes,
And do you like going to those classes?
very much so. I think if you like acting, the acting class should bring you a lot of pleasure.
Okay.
Yes, because in the real world, you don't always get to act that much.
Okay. Yes,
Yes,
it's
but
true.
you have to have it ready on command.
And would you continue those classes for like a longer period of time, or will you stop? Will you?
As long as I can, until I get a role that demands so much time that I can't go anymore.
Okay.
Yep.
So you keep on planning on staying there.
Stay sharp. Yeah.
Do you believe in actors falling in love with their co-stars, or is it just a character getting carried away?
Well, it's sometimes it's hard because you spend so much time with that person and you know so many different sides of them when you act with them that and you get a little tempted,
Okay.
Yeah. Do I believe in it? It happens, so I believe in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does happen.
Yeah, it does.
Did it
Is
happen?
it real?
Is it real?
Is
Yeah.
it ever real? We don't know.
We don't know. And
Yeah.
did it ever happen to you?
Happened to me, yeah.
Speaking of
Yes.
experience.
Yes, ma'am. And don't regret it.
And do you, okay, so when it happens, do you give yourself time to just think about it and be like, okay, maybe it's a character that's...
Yeah, it's important to think about that.
Okay.
Think about, okay, is it real? Is it imaginary? Is it real? And I think that's also important in real relationships too.
It's
So
true.
I think it applies.
Yeah, it applies.
Yeah.
But I like what you said. Is it ever real?
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Is it just an imbalance? Is it just like chocolate, eating chocolate?
That would be
I
funny.
don't know.
Do you think that artists are doomed? Doomed to struggle their way through life?
I think if you want to do something cool, something that you really want to do, yeah, you're doomed to struggle.
Okay.
If you don't see it as doom, and if you enjoy the process, I think that it will take you where you want to
Okay.
go. If you're looking to go somewhere in the future, then your mind is always on the future. You won't enjoy the process.
Okay.
And then when you get to where you want to go, where you thought you wanted to go, you'll realize that there's nothing there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think artists are doomed if they see it as doom.
Okay.
But if they enjoy the process, yeah, they're not doomed at all. They're going to
Okay.
be fine.
They're gonna be fine. And do you believe that artists are a little bit more messed up than other people? And if so, do you think that artists should go to therapy?
I don't think that artists are more messed up than other people. I really don't think that. I think that artists should go to therapy if they can
Okay.
afford it, because it would make them understand who they are a little bit better, at least from an outside perspective.
Okay.
And then if you're an actor, then you can know a lot more about yourself through the therapist.
Okay.
And then you could take all those aspects of yourself, break them up, and then reconstruct them and make it into a new character.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thanks.
And do you have a plan B if ever acting doesn't work out the way you want it to work out?
Right now I'm kind of doomed. So no, I don't.
Okay.
My plan B...
There's just plan A.
My plan B is to direct.
Okay.
That's my plan B.
If acting doesn't work out.
If acting doesn't
Okay.
work out. Yes.
Well, I've worked with Jean, and he's a good director. So yeah, it's not too shabby.
Thank you.
You should. At least you can do both for a while.
Yeah, well, directing, there's no downtime. There's always new things to direct. Acting, you need an audience.
That's true.
You do.
That's true. Do you create your? You said it before. We said it before. You create your own work.
Yes,
do you write your own scripts?
I do.
And are they kind of? How can I say? Is it kind of always the same story? Like, is there like a story that you love more than the rest? Something that attracts you more to write about? Like, for instance, I kind of like love stories. How about you?
Love stories. I like dark romances.
Dark romances, okay.
I guess I lean more towards the dark romance, dark comedy.
Okay.
That kind of thing. That's what resonates a little more with me.
You get more attracted to.
A little more attracted to that, yeah. Yeah. I guess... what was the beginning of the question again?
If you write your own scripts, and what kind of stories do you write about?
Oh, what kind of... Yeah, so I write dark stories. Try to make a twist. Sometimes they're a little obvious, sometimes not. It's hard to write the actual story that you want to write, but I believe through persistence, eventually, I'll be able to say what I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah, which I don't have the language skills to say what I want to say even right now. I don't have them yet.
Yeah, I think for me too, when I started to write, I feel like this is a barrier that I have, you know, not having the words to express how you feel. And if you get any role, which role would you love to play? If you could get any role.
Any role?
Any role.
Oh, the devil.
Again?
Again, never stop, because it's fun to do bad things when you know there's not going to be any real consequences.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
to be someone mean. And
exactly, to be someone mean, but in a controlled environment. That's a lot.
With no consequences.
No, yeah.
On yourself. Yeah.
Exactly.
Is there something you wouldn't do or wouldn't feel comfortable doing?
Probably gay sex. I wouldn't feel comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say no to it, or would you?
I guess I would say no right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Probably a strange thing to say, but...
No, I mean, we'll all have the things that we want to do and not necessarily do right now.
Yeah.
What should an actor's salary be?
It should be at least enough to live off of, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, I think most actors don't hardly have enough just to make ends meet, so I think just enough to eat, I think most actors would be pleased enough if they could just pay their rent and have enough to eat and have some electricity. I think for most part that's all they need.
Oh yeah, I approve.
Yes.
Do you think actors should have, or artists, should have a higher social status, be treated differently in society?
Well, ideally, utopia, no one would have a higher status than anyone else. However, that's not the reality that we live in. Some actors who have got a lot more exposure get a really high status, and some of us that work really, really hard, but we're not connected on the global scale. We don't have a distribution system to set up to take us all around the world. We don't have such a high status. So, ideally, we should all have the same status.
Oh, I agree. I agree. Are artists' jobs more important than other people's jobs?
They're not unimportant, but they're not more important.
Okay.
It's important, you know, if the doctor goes home after a long day of surgery and doesn't have anyone to make him laugh or cry or her cry or make her feel good or make her think, then all of that surgery was for nothing.
That's true.
You know, yeah. So I think we're as needed almost as much as farmers are needed. And
anyone else in society,
Yeah.
What's your opinion on celebrities? Like, would you welcome celebrity for yourself, or?
No, it's not what I want, but if it's a byproduct down the line, then that will create notoriety, which will give me a certain power, which will enable me to maybe be able to, perform in higher kind of classes of scripts, in a sense. So I don't want to be celebrity, but if I do, I always hope that I'll use it for good.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Stay grounded and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think about how this industry portrays women?
It's rough on women, I'll tell you. It really is. I don't know what it feels like to be a woman. I don't know. I can only imagine. It's rough if you're not really, really young and really, really beautiful. I can imagine it's really, really rough. You're gonna have to work. You know? Yeah, everybody's got to work, and women are gonna have to work real, real hard just to be, to get what they feel they deserve.
And what do you really we're talking about the role like of women in that industry, but also let's say for black people, it wasn't super fun all the time.
No.
When you think about it, that's what's her name, Olivia Davis, I think.
Yeah, Viola Davis.
Viola Davis.
Yeah.
That she just won the first. She's the first black woman to win an award, and like that's kind of sad.
I think what all kinds of people need that are not of the people that you normally see on TV, movies. What they need are opportunities to work hard, and she got an opportunity to work hard, and she did, and then look what she accomplished.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And I believe what she was trying to say is that if other people that are a little funny looking or fat or, you know, not your typical what you see on TV, if they had opportunities to work hard, given that opportunity, they could probably accomplish what she accomplished.
Oh yeah. No, I agree 100%. She's really good. How she does. She's really good. What do you really want to achieve in your acting career?
Well, I guess I want to connect to people.
Okay.
I do. Down the line, I hope to entertain. Well, I do hope to entertain.
Okay.
You know.
Yes.
And I hope to be able to inspire down the line. I hope. Will we get there? Who knows? But you gotta try.
Only time will tell.
Yes.
And do you remember, maybe you didn't make it yet, but what's the biggest mistake that you've made as an actor?
I guess not forgiving myself for, I should have done this. I should have tried harder at this age. I should have taken more classes at that age. I should have gone right out of high school and moved to LA. All of those things, eventually, they weigh heavy on you.
That gets into your head.
So it's for not forgiving myself enough for not having worked hard enough throughout certain periods of my life. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. How would you help new actors? Like, let's say any age would come and see you. How can I get into that business, that industry? What would you say to them? How would you help them?
I would say, I was hoping you could tell me how to get into that business. I would say, don't listen to older actors. No, I would say that. I would say, just really, you gotta love it. And if you think that fame is something, I really don't believe that it's anything that anybody should want.
Yeah.
If you really love acting, you're going to be told 6 ways from Sunday that you can, shouldn't, would, and couldn't. It's only after having heard that over and over again, you still have to believe that it's possible, but you will only believe that it's possible if you love it enough, because that love for acting will transcend everything else that will be fired at you. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people a lot better than me have quit. You know?
But no, you're right.
So just keep on keeping on, and just make sure you love it. Yeah, and you'll have to reassess that love daily.
Yes, work at it every day. What kind of advice would you give to other actors that have maybe gone through the same things as you? I mean, the not giving up part and all, but I don't know, some just having a rough time. What would you say to them?
I would say when you're about 2 millimeters away from giving up, that's not like when I say 2 millimeters away from giving up, I mean you're this close to hanging yourself. And when I say that, I mean it. That means you have to work 2 and 3 times harder than you have been working, because that little pocket of clean air, of fresh water, it's right there.
It's right there.
It's right there. Yeah. So that's what I'd say.
And according to you, what are the pros and cons in this industry?
Pros, you can work as hard as you want to work, and you will see the results.
Okay.
Not everyone will see the results, but you'll see them. Cons, no steady job, no structure to lean on. You can't say, I work at this company, that company. You essentially work for yourself.
Yeah.
So you gotta believe in yourself, because that's who you work for. That's the boss. Or at least you try to make it that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a little bit more on a musical side, if you want. According to you, what's the difference between acting for screen, acting for the theater, acting for musical comedies? First of all, have you ever done musical comedies?
Oh, no.
No, not even in class?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
what's the difference between all of this, singing and playing music, and what did, like, for you, what's the difference, and if you did other things, what would it bring it to you? Like, it's different disciplines.
To bring it to a painting, a drawing analogy, would be the difference is the canvas. Okay. When you're in film, depends how far away the camera is, that's your canvas. So sometimes the camera is right there, that's your canvas. If you're performing at the Princess of Wales Theatre, your canvas is pretty big. You know, if you're performing at your local theater, your canvas is a little bit smaller. Okay. So that's the difference between all of them. I don't know about musical theater. I hope it applies.
I thought you did. I thought I saw you sing at one point.
Oh, no. Well, that was earlier today.
Yeah, that's it. I was so sure. But would you be open to do, like, musical comedies?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I'd give it a shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not, like, you would maybe not go towards that.
No, I wouldn't go directly towards it, but if it looked like a good idea, I would trust my gut feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. And moving on to what are your greatest achievements so far?
Oh, well, I haven't really achieved anything that I think is great.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe I never will. I guess just finishing my first film. It was a feature where the director walked off, and then I took over the project and I put it together. And the project was not what I would consider to be a masterpiece.
Okay.
But it's finished, and it exists. It doesn't not exist, and that would be my greatest achievement. Just to see that, just for me, myself, to see it's possible.
Okay.
Yeah, and the dream is not dead, or, yeah.
And can we see that feature film?
Yeah, it's called X Drama. It's on YouTube for free. Anybody can watch it.
Oh,
an hour and 50
watch
minutes.
it. Go watch it. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give it a try.
Okay.
We're talking about YouTube. Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yes, I do.
And what else can we find on that YouTube channel?
I got 7 or 8 short films you can watch. Most of them are free. They're all free. And yeah, so Yellow Wolf Pictures on YouTube. Yes.
Good. Name 3 words that would describe you well.
Me? Oh no. I have to say persistent.
Okay.
Yeah. Slow.
Okay.
And truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Truck. Because you're...
Optimus Prime's one of my heroes.
Okay. And so we're almost done, but where do you see yourself in 20 years?
Hopefully alive, hopefully still acting. It doesn't matter the size of the stage, at least I say that now.
Okay.
And hopefully doing good to great characters.
Okay.
And representing.
And what would be your biggest dream of them all?
That's it, just performing the great characters, the classics, and just adding to that part of history, you know?
Okay.
Like in the same way a great writer wants to be in the library, I guess I want to be in the library of you know.
Stories, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Being part of a great story.
Yeah.
Any other dreams that may not necessarily be towards acting? Be something else on the side?
Oh, I haven't really thought about that. I'd like to lose 30 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Go back into shape.
Yeah.
But I mean...
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to work as an actor regularly.
Okay.
And the bigger dream, I guess, I think we talked about a little bit before, is to hopefully connect to people and inspire them.
That's good. Yeah, good. And what can I wish you for the rest of your journey?
Good luck. I'll need it.
So luck it is?
Luck. I'd rather, well, some people say I'd rather be lucky than good. I'd like to be both, and we'll see what happens.
Then this is what I wish for you. Luck and being good and just a lot of luck. It's true that in this business we need luck.
Yes.
So a lot of luck for you.
And opportunities to work hard.
Yes, opportunities. That's, yes, that's very important.
Yes.
Because you're extremely good at what you do.
Thanks.
You just need opportunities to be able to show it off and just work.
Well
then,
yes,
good
ma'am.
luck. Good luck
Thank
for
you.
the rest. And, well, this is it. We're done.
This is it.
This is all the questions that we had for you today.
Thank you, Emily, for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you for coming. It was fun. I think it's very interesting to see other people's point of view on their passion and on their art. But thank you so much for coming again.
Sure, so I guess we'll cheers this water.
Yes, cheers with water. Because talking like this for And thank you all so much for watching again. please stay tuned for other Montreal talents coming here very soon. We are hoping to do at least 24 episodes of that show, so hopefully you are helping us supporting this this little TV show that we started. It's really fun, and I hope you're enjoying it. Please don't forget to like, to comment, to share all the videos, the Facebook page, the Instagram pictures, anything to help us out. We really do love to hear about all those great talent that we have here in Montreal. Thank you all so much for watching again, and see you next week.